Two massive pieces of news just dropped this week that will directly impact every single person receiving Social Security in America. And honestly, you probably missed them because most corporate media outlets are completely ignoring the fine print. You didn't see this on the evening news, your bank didn't send an alert, and the Social Security Administration definitely isn't shouting it out. The first alert dropped on June 9th, and it means a major financial clock is ticking way faster than we thought. The second dropped yesterday, tied to inflation, and it's the kind of news that puts more dollar bills in your pocket, but with a massive catch. Today, I am breaking both down in plain English, so you know exactly what this means for your specific situation. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button right now, and turn on the notification bell. Things are moving incredibly fast in 2026, and I track these official government updates so you don't have to. Drop a comment right now letting me know if you're already claiming benefits or planning to soon. It really helps the YouTube algorithm push this warning to more people who need it. Done? Let's start with the bombshell news from Monday, June 9th. Every year, the Treasury Department releases the official Social Security Trustees Report. Think of it as a financial health checkup that tells us exactly how long the system's money is going to last. This year's headline deadline is 2032. That is the exact year the primary retirement fund, officially called the OASI Trust Fund, is now projected to run completely out of reserves. Now, why does this matter more than previous estimates? Because the timeline just accelerated. In last year's report, the projected date was early 2033. This year it moved up to late 2032. That is 1 quarter earlier. And it is the second year in a row that this deadline has moved in the wrong direction. And the report explicitly explains why. The one big beautiful bill passed back in 2025 slashed the amount of income tax that seniors have to pay on their monthly benefits. Now, in the short term, that felt like great news for retirees. Less taxes means more cash today. But long term, it means way less revenue flowing back into the system, which directly sped up the depletion date. So, what actually happens in 2032? Let's clear up the media clickbait right now. Social Security is not going bankrupt and it is not completely disappearing. The government will still collect payroll taxes from every single working American to fund it. But here's the catch. Those incoming taxes will only cover 78% of what retirees are actually owed. This means if Congress does absolutely nothing between now and then, benefits will be automatically cut by 22% across the board. Let's look at the math for your check. On the current national average benefit of $2,081, a 22% cut takes away $458 a month. If your check is $1,500, you lose $330 every single month. And if you receive $2,500, that is a whopping $550 slash to your monthly income. This isn't a theoretical problem for future generations. This is a real projection for you, less than 7 years away. The AP responded immediately on June 9th with a formal statement demanding urgent bipartisan action. Major financial institutions issued emergency reports warning that the window for a smooth fix is narrowing fast. So what does this mean for you practically right now? If you are already receiving benefits, relax. Nothing changes tomorrow or next year. The current system is fully funded through 2032 under current law. This is just information you need so that when you hear politicians talking about reform, you understand the stakes. If you haven't claimed yet, this means you have to weigh claiming early versus waiting for a system that Congress must fix. Now let's pivot to yesterday's major news, which sounds great on the surface, but hides a dangerous trap. On Thursday, June 13th, the Bureau of Labor Statistics dropped the new May inflation data. Driven by massive geopolitical pressures and surging energy costs, inflation just spiked to a 3-year high of 4.4%. Gasoline, utilities, and grocery prices continue to climb significantly faster than what the government suggests. Because inflation is so high, independent analysts are tracking the monthly data and adjusting next year's COLA estimates. Top analyst Mary Johnson just updated her early 2027 COLA projection to a massive 4.7%. Meanwhile, the Nonpartisan Senior Citizens League is currently projecting a conservative 3.8%. To put that in perspective, the 2026 COLA increase you got this year was 2.8%, which added about $56 a month. A 4.7% COLA in 2027 would add approximately $98 to the average monthly benefit, nearly double this year's increase. On a $1,500 benefit, it adds $70. On a $2,500 benefit, it would inject an extra $117 every single month. But here is the critical nuance, and this is the part I want you to actually remember. A higher COLA sounds like a win, but it only happens because the cost of living is destroying your purchasing power. For instance, while your check went up by $56 this year, real-world data shows your actual expenses went up by $94. You are losing ground every single month. The check is bigger, but your money buys less. And according to a tragic survey dropped this week, a record 44% of retirees now rely on Social Security for 100% of their income. Last year, that number was 39%. That is 24.8 million Americans sitting directly in this inflation trap. So what is the practical takeaway? What do you need to do with this data right now? Step 1. Do not panic. The official 2027 COLA number won't actually be finalized until October. We still have 5 more months of inflation data to track, specifically July, August, and September, which dictate the math. If energy and gas prices stabilize over the summer, this projected increase could drop back down. Step 2. Use this trajectory to plan your household budget realistically for the rest of 2026. Knowing that costs are rising means you can adjust your spending before things catch you off guard. To sum it up, the 2032 trust fund deadline is closing in, and a 22% benefit cut is looming if Congress doesn't act. On the bright side, your 2027 COLA is shaping up to be much higher than this year's. though inflation is still biting hard. Please take a second to share this video right now via text or Facebook with a loved one who relies on Social Security. Hit that like button if this breakdown helped you clear through the media noise. And comment below, do you think Congress is actually going to step up and fix this before 2032? I want to know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, subscribe for more updates, and I will see you in the next one.